Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Golden Lap. We're on for another race here today, guys. Race number 3. And we're going to take a quick look at the standings. Well, do we really need to? I mean, we're in 7th place. We've got 1 point. We missed out on a point in the last race by only 1 position. I do believe if we quickly take a look back. Yeah, look at that. 15th and 11th means we just missed out on the point, basically, on the points. Because we're still using... There are mods for the game that kind of go back to like classic point scoring, where I think like originally the point scoring was like originally I don't know. I think originally it was probably different again, but it used to be like top 8, top 6, and it was like 10, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, maybe something like that, or maybe even less. I don't quite remember. That's why like all of the points records are being broken like every season, because you're just giving out way more points. I mean, it looks like there's no rain to worry about in today's practice session, so we can kind of try and speed through this. The sponsor challenge is again to try and just finish in a certain amount of fuel left, but we're not really going to worry about that at the minute. We are putting a green lap time. That's all that really matters, is that we're going to be tuning up the car every time they come back into the pits. And let's see what we can do here today. So we've got a 3 and a 4. We'll take that. Another 3 and a 4. And another one. Dang, and another one. Okay, so it looks like we focused on the engine for the first round, basically. Let's go down to a 1 and a 3, a 4 and a 5. Lovely. There we go. That's all good. Let's send them out and then work on Romano's car. A 3 there. There's not really many here that seem to be great for us. This is a bit of an odd one. A 4 and a 13 might be a boost. That was a boost. Nice. A 3 and a 4. That'll do as well. Okay, so it's 30 points. I think we got 30 points out of that bit of tuning there, but I don't know how many we got on the other, on Vitali's car. But I guess it doesn't really matter. We just want to get these laps in, and we have got some green sectors in. As long as you're getting green sectors, then that's all we really need to worry about. And what do we got here? A 5 and a 6. Let's go for that. 15. Another one. And a 4 and a 5. And we got 3. Let's go with that one. Okay, so yeah, not bad. Let's see if that does help things out, and then we'll work on this car as well. A 4 and a 4. 3 and an 8. Let's go on all of those. A 3 and a 4. That's nice. And it probably would be an idea to get the chassis working on a little bit. So let's go for this 3 and 8. And it only gave us 4, but that's okay. I would like to see some green sectors. I mean, I would really like to see some purple sectors, but that's probably less likely to happen, really. Okay, out they go. Oh no, we're coming back. We're actually coming back. Wow. Okay. What do we got now? Not a lot here. Not a lot on offer. I think we'll go for this one. 12, not bad. Not bad, okay. And this one. 3 and a 4. And that's okay. Okay, cool. So the time is... That was a big jump there. That was some good tuning on that last one. 22.5. So Vitali's in 12th. It would be really nice to start in the top 10. I don't think we've managed to start in the top 10 just yet. Okay, let's do that, and that. 3 and a 4 is definitely worth it. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Out they go. And are we going to see greens? Oh, a white and then a green. That's not great from Vitali. A white sector after a tune-up is not what we're after. You got to do a little bit better than that. 1, 2. 4 and a 5. 1 and a 3. One and a 3 again. Okay. 22.05. So we want to try and break underneath that. Get back. I mean, that wasn't a great little run there, was it? It really kind of slowed up a bit. Oh, 5 and a 6. That's a nice one. Another one. Yeah, really good. Okay, that's awesome. Oh, one more that we won't actually get to use. Okay, but that was a good little tune-up for Romano. That was, I don't know, but I mean, you would think that there's going to be some green sectors coming out here. And there are, and we jump up to 14th. Okay. 14th with Vitali, not with Romano, actually. So let's go with a 4 and a 12 and a 4 and 11. 3 and an 8. Okay, a golden tune on the engine. That's awesome. And we've actually still got time out here, which is quite nice. 3 and a 4, yes. 4 and a 5. A 3 and a 4, nice. Let's go for a risk it on a 1 and a 20, and it was, I didn't actually see how many it was. I missed it. Oh well, that's okay. Out they go. Whiz round the track. I want to see green sectors. What are we going to get? Green, 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 green across the board. Back into 13th and then 14th again. But look at that. We've still got maybe a lap or two to actually work on the cars here, which is nice. Go for this one. Only a 3 from that. Okay, that's... Oh, another intermediate engineer. Okay, that's awesome. That could take us into the red. I think we just got to play it kind of sensible here. Oh well. Okay, let's hope we get another chance to send Vitali out and really get that golden tune up. That would be nice. Look at that. There's a lot of ones there. That's really not helpful. Let's go with this one. Big. Nice. That's okay. 3 and a 4 is good. That's a golden tune on the engine for Romano. Good. And then we'll just use this one because we may as well. Will we get another lap time in? I think there's maybe one more lap. I think there's one more lap that we'll be able to get in here. Because you've obviously got a little bit of time after the session ends to finish your lap. You don't have to finish as soon as the timer ends. So that's what we're going to try and do. Yeah, that'll be a golden tune no matter what. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Golden tune for Vitali. Now let's try and get Romano. Oh, it's going to be difficult. A 2 and a 4. 3 and an 8. A 4. Yeah, that'll do it. That's awesome. There we go. That'll do it. And now we've just got to play it kind of careful. And there we go. We get it straight away. Straight away. Nice. So both cars now. Golden tune. I don't think we got that. And of course, there's a yellow flag right when we get the golden tune. Go, 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 go. There's not going to be enough time to get the lap times in or anything, but oh well. Oh, we start 17 and 18, which is actually a little bit annoying. It's why the rules were kind of introduced about red flags and making sure you don't lose your time, your chance to set a time. But yeah, well, you know, it is what it is. Okay, rain-wise, it looks like there's going to be none. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with... Ooh. Yeah, Romano will go long on the hard tyre. Vitali will go on the soft tyre. Awesome. Okay, let's keep things at 1 speed just to start things off. We want to see these as well. Everyone more or less starts absolutely firing at the start. So maybe we should be doing that as well and try and gain positions back. Of course, we've lost positions early doors there. Because we weren't starting on the reds. But now we know that everyone basically starts on the reds to go kind of crazy on the first couple of laps. Let's see if we can get some laps back. Vitali makes an overtake on Campbell. That's good. Keep going. I'm going to basically go until this stress meter hits the red. And Vitali is moving up the field. Look at that. Into 14th now. All the way up to 14th. Make that 13th. He's having a great time. It's going to hit the red. It's going to be a full crash chance soon. We're going to stop that now and go into regular. Okay, that's a really, really good start. Vitali up into 11th, which shows that our car can kind of compete, which is good. But we've lost the position now down to 12th. And of course, all we're really looking at is points, not wins. It would be great if we were looking at wins, but we're not really worrying about wins. Let's go. Vitali's down to 14th now, but this whole crowd at the back here isn't the worst situation to be in. There's a lot of cars on various tires here as well. Okay, we're all kind of calmed it down. Let's see if we can get Vitali to push onwards again and try and get some of those positions back, because we're on the soft tire, so we're going to be pitting early anyway. Whereas with Romano, I kind of want to stretch the stint out as long as possible. Make the race more about longevity, I suppose. Let's try and build a bit of a gap. Here we go. 0.5 is the gap, and try and cut down to number 10, which is Villalba. 2.6 is the gap. When this bar fills up again, that's when we will take him off the red. He's going to go off the red now. Back to the yellows. Okay. The gap is 1.6, but he has made a nice little gap there. Pretty dang good. Let's see if we can also catch up a bit, because we don't want to be hung out to dry at the back. I want Vitali to... it's 1.9. It's okay. Romano is giving good chase. Okay, yep, made that gap back. That's okay. I don't want to be too far off the back. 1.3, 1.2, 3.2... okay, let's go again. Another burst for Vitali. See if we can make a little bit more ground. I don't think by the time the bar is full up, it doesn't really feel like we are able to make enough time on the cars in front. 2.5, 2.3. You never know. 2.1. 1.8. So we are getting closer. 1.3. Before that stress level gets too high. 1.0. Oh, there is... That's good. That's good. Let's calm that down. Romano is still sitting pretty good at the back there. On the back. Okay, when it goes back yellow, we're going to go again. We're going to try and get an overtake here on Villalba. Get into the top 10. Set a precedent here that we are here to race. We're right on Villalba's gearbox. It's got to be soon. It's got to be soon. Let's watch it. There we go. There's the overtake. Round we go. Vitali opens the gap. Nice. And now we are going to pit. 1 second. Don't think the hard tire is going to get you to the end. It could. I don't think it will. If we go for soft again, then you could go onto the hard and just race to the end. So I think that's what I'm going to go for. Actually, yeah, that is what I'm going to go for. I think we look like we're going to be making the first pit of the race. Just because we've been pushing our tires quite a lot. And there we go. We dive into the pits. Which means we probably will come out at the back. But that's okay. There's no real need to worry about that. Because open air. Just do your race. Do your thing. In fact, we might push a little bit on the tires. At some point. I tend to be doing them together. Fuel burn and tire wear, because we're trying to, you know, make overtakes and stuff like that. Let's move this over just a bit. At the back. No, we don't even have the back. Fonseca made a pit stop. LaRousse near the front also made a pit stop. Are there more pit stops to be made? Not just yet, because Steiner is probably next to come in. And Laframboise and Moretti. And there's Moretti diving into the pits. There you see. There's Laframboise as well. And Steiner is there. Click on Steiner. We'll see. Is Steiner going to go into the pits? Not yet. Another lap. Are you crazy? Dang. That's really questionable. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that at all. What are we going to... Okay, what's the play here? I think for a little while, it's kind of just keep working on your tyres because there's still a long way to go. You know, a long way to go. Cars are going to come into the pits. We are going to make positions back, which we just have. So 16, 17 is where we run now. Let's see if that gap stays quite high above Rinaldi. We don't really want it to drop significantly. We don't want it to drop really, really quickly. But we are in a period of the race where it's a little bit of a waiting game. Just trying our best to just hold on to what we've got, really. 12.6 is the gap now. Vitali is actually closing in on Romano a little bit. So what I might do is tell Romano that, well, not yet, but when Vitali gets close, we'll just let him go by. Don't make it difficult. There's no real need. Then again, Vitali's got to get past Villalba first. So let's try and do that now. Super speedy. Let's go. Let's watch this as well. No, that's Romano. There's Vitali. What's the gap? The gap is 1 second. It's below 1 second now. What? 0.9, 0.8. Here we go. 0.5. Right on Villalba's gearbox. Not. There we go. Nope. Overtake. Yes, there's the overtake. There is the overtake. Okay. And in fact, we may as well let Vital go past. Romano is, yeah, no, there we go. Romano's dropped into 13th. Vitali is still pushing on a little bit. I think Villalba might try and overtake us back in a second. There is a chance. But we're not really going to worry about it. We're not really going to worry about it. You can see Romano, the only one of this kind of backwards pack who has not yet pitted. And Woods up there hasn't pitted either, which is number 4. And Vitali's been overtaken. But I think we save a bit of fuel. We will still have a good chance to run up into the points near the end of this race. And of course, if there are DNFs, if there are crashes or yellow flags or whatever, we dive into the pits, we take our opportunity. And that's all. There's going to be water. There's going to be water as well. Oh, okay. Now you've got to time it. Now you've kind of got to try and time it. Okay, we're just going to keep running as we are for the minute. There's no need to worry about things. We're going to go into ×4 speed just for a couple laps. 11 and 13 is where we are kind of sitting okay right now. Make that 12 and 13, but again, that's okay. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. There's going to be water, but how much? That's the question. That is the question. I can't really ascertain, you know, how much water. Is that going to keep going? Is the water going to keep falling? We're going to get a wet finish to the race? Hard to say. Okay, we're going to go for the pits with Vitali, and I'm going to go soft again, knowing that if the water does come, if the rain does come, and we do have a wet finish to the race, that the soft tire, we can burn through the soft tire at whatever rate we want, and then go on to the wets or the inters, you know, at the end of things. So that's what we'll look at. We'll now pit Romano and do the exact same thing. And in fact, you could probably go a little bit on the tire wear anyway, just because that, there we go. We've got the next kind of forecast. It is going to be more rain. You don't need to go that hard on those tires. In fact, yeah, you know what? I think that both of these have timed it quite nicely. Even though we're at the back, we are at the back. Vitali's made 2 stops. Romano was at the back anyway, but I think, I don't know, have we timed it well? I'm not sure. Just got plenty of fuel in the tanks here. Plenty of fuels kind of to play with. let's get them. Yeah, let's catch up. Let's catch up. Let's burn some fuel and catch up. Maybe not on the tires, but let's go with, yeah, let's burn some fuel and try and get a bit of a break on these gaps. So 5.2 is the gap right now. We're watching down here, 5.1, in fact. Costa has gone into the pits. We might overtake him on the way out. We do. There we go. That's a position back for Vitali. 4.0 is now the gap. 3.9, 3.8. So we definitely are catching up. When we burn a bit of fuel, because we've got a good amount of fuel left. Okay, lots of white and oranges over there. Okay, and the water is going to appear. Okay, Romano's cut that gap all the way to just 1 second now, which is very nice. Very nice indeed. But we are trying to get a... Well, we're aiming to get a point-scoring finish with Vitali. I don't know what we're really aiming for with... Oh! I reckon we stay out. I reckon we stay out. It's not the right time. It's not the right time. It's a yellow flag. Moretti is gone. Oh my word, Moretti. From the front. That's an odd place to lose it. Then again, it wasn't a crash. I think it was more of a... It must have been a kind of technical failure or something like that. Okay, 1 minute left on the yellow flag. And how are we looking? Okay, so Romano's moved up to 16th because the pit stops around have done that. Vitali is all the way up into 10th, and now the race is back on. We're still burning fuel. We're going to have to stop at some point, but that'll be... What we'll do is we'll probably go to regular fueling when we make the pit stop. When we make the pit stop. So the gap right now is pretty dang big between Vitali and Villalba. It's, well, there is a pit stop in there, you know, so that's probably part of it. Looks like Rossingvist had a bit of an issue there. Had to go into the pit for another one. The rain is now falling. Okay. The rain is now falling. We're sitting in 10th and 13th. It would be nice to be sitting in 3rd. Big old gap between either side here. Then again, that looks like 9th. That is 9th. And now it's a big old gap back to 10th, which is actually a 10-second gap right now because we're still burning that fuel. No one is... At the moment, no one is looking at... It's not going to be wet enough just yet. I think we're going to have to try and conserve the tyres just a bit, which isn't what I really want to do. We're not worrying about Romano so much. Even though his race is going okay, we're going to worry about Vitali. And the gap is still pretty dang good. It's at 6.4, 6.0 right now. But that is because we're conserving tyres, hoping that we can get to a pit stop and go straight onto the Inters for the rest of this race. I don't want to make an extra pit stop. It would have been better for the second stop for Vitali and the first stop for Romano to actually go onto the mediums. That would have been the answer. Because we have only slightly... there we go, look at that. Villalba is going to get that position. And we're down into 10th now. Because we're trying to conserve tyres and make them last towards this pit stop. It's going to be very difficult. But if we time it right and we make that pit stop and potentially there's another yellow flag or something like that, then there is still a chance of some points in this race. And that's what we're after. Don't forget, that is what we're after. We're after points. Okay. It's going to be one more lap. Acosta is right on our tail. There we go. Acosta has made that tackle, made that overtake. And the Inters are out. The Inters are out. Okay. Here we go. Onto the Inters. Both of you. Let's go. You can absolutely... You can push the tyres all the way to the end now. There's no real worry about it. And We've got fuel to burn, so let's go for it. Let's burn that fuel as well. It looks like... Oh, okay, we're going to have to tell Vitali to back off just a tad. We're in 16th. We're on the inters. People are going to have to pit stop around us. There we go. There's Campbell in the pits. There's Von Heim in the pits as well. And we go back up to 12th position. And 14th. Vitali, actually. I thought it was 12th. It wasn't 12th. It was 14th. Okay, Vitali, just a little bit. You've got to calm down. You calm down as well on the... And there we go. Now you can drive aggressive, Vitali. There's got to be pit stops ahead of us. There's got to be. There's got to be. They're all on difficult tires here, and the rain is now falling. Okay, Romano down in 19th, but there will be pit stops. I'm banking on it. There will be pit stops that give us positions. Okay, back we go to it. Okay, you went into the red. When you get back to the green, then we go aggressive again, and we try and work the tire wear like that. We're playing... Oh, I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if we're going to get points with Vitali, but we're going to give it our best shot nonetheless. So Vitali's in 16th right now. Jumped up to 15th. Okay, but there's still a lot of cars out there who have got to make pit stops. Okay, and then we go again, and we drop you again. Okay, swapping it around. Okay, and now we can push the fuel burn, I think. Yes, we can. Okay, they're going to be on pushed fuel burn all the way to the rest. If something bad happens, we'll have to deal with it. Vitali, what are we looking at here? There are cars ahead of us now who are pitting for their new tyres. Vitali comes around the corner. Okay, 12th position, and 11th is only 6 and a bit seconds up there. Okay, back onto that, and you go onto the red. Romano is, I mean, there's a chance Romano chases Vitali here as well. Let's not forget that either. Rinaldi goes in. Okay, that is 11th position. We're chasing Acosta. 5.2 is what we're after here. How many laps to go? Only 7 laps to go. There's got to be points available. There's got to be. They've gone onto the full wets. That's very interesting. They've gone onto the full wets. Bypass the intermediates. I mean, that might work for them. You never know. That could be the answer. Okay, we're running now 11th and 12th. Oh, my word. Just need 1 overtake, and there is a point for us. 2 overtakes, and there, you know, there's potentially more points for us. Okay, swap it out, and on you go. The gap between our drivers is a good gap right now, but look at that. It's come down to 1.4 to Acosta 1.3. Oh, it's stretching out again, but we'll swap them back around, and they will keep pushing. Oh, the gap is point. It's very close. Vitali's right behind Acosta. And there it is. There's the overtake. There was 3 of them kind of running on the same bit of road. And there is the overtake. Vitali is going. He's getting blue flagged, but you've got to keep going. Okay, back onto the red. And you swap back around. And now we stop watching. And can Romano chase Acosta in 3 laps? It would probably be quite difficult, but you never know. And now 9th position is 2.9 seconds down the road. 2.8. 2.4. There's more points available. Surely there is more points available. Okay, onto the red we go. And I'm just going to risk it with Vitali. I'm going to keep him driving full steam. No hanging about. What's the gap now? 1.4. 1.0. 0.9. 0.8. Come on, this is definitely an overtake here. We've got this position. Oh, it's a yellow flag. Rinaldi has crashed. Rinaldi has crashed. That's going to run to the end of the race. Oh, the yellow flag takes away our chance of taking 9th place. Oh, that's harsh. Oh, that's rough. But look at that race from Romano. The only racer? No, there's Woods and Romano, and well, Moretti doesn't count. There's only 2 of us who went for the 2 stop. That's some good driving. That's some good driving from Romano. The time made by not having that extra pit stop means that we go 10th and 12th. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. And I mean, being a lap down on your teammate like Villalba there is to Kukkonen, that's kind of rough. That's not, you don't really want to be doing that. Either way, that's going to be a big kind of mess around for the standings, because Etzolini, Levi Mack takes the position, but Wayland are gaining. You know, the team results, Wayland are looking really good. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to do the half of a lap of fuel, probably because of that yellow flag. You know, the yellow flag means you kind of instantly swap to conserve mode. But now we've got a point for Romano and for Vitali. How awesome is that? They're both out there. They've managed to get a 10th place finish, each of them. And then Acosta has got one as well. Again, he was the car we were racing around. That means we go back up into 6th place. It's going to be, I think, quite the distance between us and Hemlock. I don't think we'll be able to finish above them that many times this season. But we will give it a good go nonetheless. That'll be it from me today, guys. So thank you so much for watching today's episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it. This game is an awesome game. It's an awesome game. It's so fun. It's so chill. It is, you know, there is tactics and strategy, but it's not hyper stress all the time. You know, it's really, really fun. Thank you for watching, guys. I shall catch you next time.